the combo from his standard, and then his Q is just gonna. I mean, that's a lot of damage right there. You have Aurelia who's just doing true damage and just a lot of it up front, and then Lux Burst is just insane. I mean, I think anybody that's watched LCS has seen, some Luxes just nuke someone, full to nothing in seconds. So
it's happened to me plenty of times.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's what I think they're going to be looking for is, just any sort of catching somebody out. And that's the thing though, is Ottoman Empire here has so many ways of catching people. You have a Jarvan that can basically jump in. You have a Thresh if he lands a hook. You have a Lux if she lands a snare. They have the Sivir ultimate, which is just going to be able to basically speed everybody up to go to where they need to go. And then as well, Aurelia can kind of jump in. She's not the best person to start the fight, but if they catch somebody out, I mean, it's going to be pretty much somebody's going to die, just from the amount of closing the gap that they have. But as well, the same thing goes for KingstonFunClan. They have the Nunu Snowball, they have the Nasus Wither. Depending on where they're fighting, Xerath can land a pretty easy stun. So it should be a pretty interesting game so far.
And one thing I'm noticing is we got Team Skin on the bottom here.
Team Skin City on bot, man.
Yeah, they got it looks like what Ottoman was. Yeah, I'm still trying to remember which team was on which side. But Ottoman they didn't spend those riot points, man. They need to spend some riot points on those skins. Get the extra, that
They're
extra.
Just unlocking all the champions, man.
Man. That's what I do. I just buy the skins. I don't even buy the champs.
Well, while we're still loading, let's see.
Yeah.
Chat says early KFC, mid the Ottoman Empire, and then late KFC.
KFC, it's making me a little hungry now.
Yeah, right? I mean, I can see kind of where you guys are coming from here. I mean, they do. I mean, nobody's running teleport, so they are running 2 ghosts though. And I'm surprised to see a Nidalee without Ignite, though I don't think she'll be able to get close enough to Lux, just because even in her Cougar stance, she's going to jump in and she's going to get snared right away. So, I mean, I can kind of see where she's running with something like that.
I don't know, but we should be catching up with them very shortly here.
Yep, we already had the 3-minute delay, so it should. There
it goes. So let's see. Let's get some. This is actually the first time I've ever spectated a match, so I gotta get a lead.
Oh, you don't know you're spectating hotkeys, man.
Yeah, none of those hotkeys, man.
Oh no. Well, the way it works, I mean, if you want to follow a certain character, it's gonna go in order.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. It's just
rearrange the champions on bot. You could just drag and drop their faces, and just line them up. So for the left side, put Aurelia on top, and then do Lux, and then Jarvan, and then Sivir, and then Thresh.
That's how it shows on your screen?
No, well, we're just gonna even them up so they're the same on both sides. By the way, I mean, this is a pretty standard opening. Everybody's kind of just spreading out. I haven't seen any wards go down yet. Obviously, the Nidalee trap up top, just to kind of protect anything from going there. Jarvan throws the standard down. Pretty common opening for.
It looks like purple.
Oh, the other side, by the way, you got to switch those up. Did you?
Oh, Xerath with Lux, right?
You just want to even them up, so you want to put. You want to put Nidalee on top. By the way, it is a top lane Nidalee, is my guess. So, as I had said, yeah, it looks like she's probably going to go with a bruiser style.
Yeah, it looks like Kingston is... I'm sorry. Alright, tell me one more time. Purple team...
Kingston has Double Dream. Ottoman has Elephant.
Double Dream. Okay, so Kingston... Yeah, it looks like they're definitely preparing for...
No, they're just starting pretty standard. Did you even everybody up, by the way?
Who do you got with Aurelia?
Put Nasus next to Jarvan, Caitlyn next to Sivir, and then Nunu next to Thresh. So that way you can see, I mean, you're just evening up all the lanes, and you can kind of compare, the gold that's going to be in the lane. And if you just click on the little gold icon above all their items, there's a little like bag. Okay. That'll switch and show you the gold that they have.
All right.
Pretty easy. You can also hide.
Oh, you can jump back 15 seconds too.
Might not want to do that.
You might need that feature for the Midair mambo kill replay. Alright,
Oh
so
wow,
looks like,
already.
Looks like
Yeah, I'm
Aurelia
seeing a lot
and
of harass.
Lily, you know, nothing out of the ordinary up there, and everybody's just kind of playing safe. You know.
Minus mid lane, I see. I don't know. Xerath's just putting, typical harass down on Lux. She's eaten 2 Qs already.
He's putting a lot of
haymakers, man. Haymakers.
He's throwing those Tyson
got a lot
punches.
of harass. That's not. She's running. She's running no armor with all magic resist, so he's got the AP there. But I mean, his auto attack range seemed. Because it looks like he's poking her without her poking back, so... Yep, that's a lot of them. Oh! Bot lane already got ganked by Jarvan. He picked up double buffs as well. That's gonna force Caitlyn back, unfortunately. So...
Yeah, that's my fault, guys. I had to step away for 2 seconds. I had to get something that's gonna make a lot of noise out of my room.
The phone calls.
Yeah, that was fun.
Surprisingly already, Sivir's definitely she's gonna pick up a good advantage here. She's gonna get a lot more CS. She's gonna gain levels. They basically, the lane's pushing in the favor of the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah,
so
it's staying close to their tower, and they're not pushing too much to the KFC. They're not going to the chicken hut.
They ain't going to the KFC hut, man. Looks like Nidalee's just kind of pushing up on Aurelia. As far as CS goes, though, I mean, it looks like she's almost focused more on harass versus...
Hey, let me ask you a question really quick.
What's up?
Are you jumping back and forth on the screen?
Yeah, I just kind of...
Click on Nidalee.
Yeah? What about her?
Oh, see, I'm still getting used to this whole, the way this game is spectated. I thought it literally popped to each person that you were saying that stuff, so I wasn't sure. I was like, dude, double spectator.
Oh, you're on like they have like a directed camera. Go on the bottom left, or you should just be able to click S.
Manual?
Okay. Yeah.
I kind of liked it. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of.
You could. It kind of gets. It might get like make you nauseous a little bit though if it just keeps zooming around. Anyways, CS.
Wow. It looks like Nasus is. I don't know if they saw him. This could be a very harsh attempt for a gank.
Neither of them have wards, but I don't. The thing is, they're pushing too hard right now, and they don't have vision right now on Jarvan. I think he just ganked mid though.
Lux just hit that Xerath pretty hard. He's throwing flame broiled cheeseburgers out at people.
Is that how you're gonna remember how Xerath is?
This skin, at least. All right, so
the pings are coming down onto the Lux, so we'll see. There's just not much ward control, which is kind of surprising because both of these teams have pretty aggressive, early game teams. I mean,
here we go.
Oh, bot lane.
Something's happening down here. Sivir's got to get a shot off there.
Yeah, that's gonna be first blood. It's the second time Jarvan came bot, but you know what? It's paid off, and Nasus is gonna go for a counter. Yeah, he's just gonna go counter jungle him. Nope, never mind. He's over in his own jungle. Watch the wrong direction. Like I said, I mean if you watch, I mean that's just a hook from Thresh. If you get locked in with that, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble with the knock up from Jarvan. There's just a lot of damage coming out. So I really like that Sivir pick. I mean I haven't seen a Sivir in a long time.
Gold is pretty even at this point. There's Lux throwing down beam cannons over there.
Looks like does Nidalee? Oh, Nidalee dove. Wait.
What is going on here? Diving the tower in tiger format. Call her Cheetah or Cheetor from the Beast Wars.
You know, she was catching up in CS too, which is unfortunate. I would have honestly, had I been Nidalee at that point, I would have been okay. But she just went so hard onto Aurelia, and both of them started with consumables, so that's gonna give a huge advantage to Aurelia in top lane, and everybody knows that the top lane is one of the most crucial positions because of how hard it snowballs.
Yeah, that's it's one of the things I have trouble understanding still.
Top lane.
Yeah. Because we just double top lane all the time. We always have that fun.
No, yeah, when I'm just smurfing and joking. Yeah. Let's see.
Let's see what and just taking a look at the gold. It's pretty even up mid. You know, they're doing some equal farming here. Both level 6. They're kind of just playing safe. They're kind of like how I play mid. I don't do anything but sit there and farm.
But there is already a 1.3k gold advantage for the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a lot this early. We'll see if they capitalize on that. And that's just, I mean, from the strict fact that they're beating, you know, everybody's winning basically in CS over on the Ottoman side.
Yeah, you can look at Aurelia's gold advantage. She's probably got about a good 400 lead on Italy up top right now. It's gonna be good. Like you said, top lane is crucial.
The thing with Aurelia too, though, is she just, you know, she used to snowball really hard. I mean, she still kind of does. Nidalee, though, is going to have a lot of sustain. And fortunately enough, Nid should be fine, even though she lost the kill.
Here we go. Yeah, what is going on there?
But the trade damage, I mean, like I said, the trade damage should go pretty much in the favor of... while we're up here talking.
Going on bottom right here. Looks like Nunu. He tried to go for the old Blizzard Blast, and it didn't work out for...
Blizzard Blast, man.
So now we're getting some...
Jarvan's just sitting down here bot, and I think he's just punishing him for the fact that they're not warding the enemy tri-brush there. So he just keeps coming over that way, and they're not putting, you know, wards in their lane bushes. So what's happening is he's just waiting, and he's just walking up when he wants to, and that's going to continue to be just a problem for him.
Let me just throw a quick question out to the viewers. Coco Cream, you're saying that the stream's freezing. Is everybody else getting that freeze? I'm not showing any frame rate drops right now. I just want to make sure. Alright, so...
I have it open up next to me.
Looks like...
Man, here's more poke from Caitlyn. See, like I said, I mean, I just feel like Ottoman's just taking over, you know, and taking their advantages right now. They're starting to ward a little bit more, but...
I think
the early game's so important, and that's the problem, is it's kind of like one of those situations where, is it already too late? Have you already, you know, gotten so far behind? And we've talked about the AoE team comp that Ottoman has already, and if you're going to give them that advantage, you know, there's going to be problems. So, you know, we'll see how it pans out. Nasus late game's really it's phenomenal. You know, you have Nasus, Caitlyn, both just late games amazing. Xerath can just do lots of damage as well.
Oh gosh, there's a missed hook by him. He must be saving his gold because I mean, I know he's playing support right now, but let's see, he's got 2 assists. You know, my mistake. You know, that's why I'm not the League of Legends pro, guys. It looks like something's going on top. We got a J4. He's going for the gank.
Yep.
Can Aurelia finish her off? Yes, there it is.
I'm just saying, and you know what? They said this in LCS as well, that Nasus, his early game is just a problem, especially when he's jungling. And that's kind of what, you know, we're seeing right now. The Jarvan, his early game is amazing. By the time he's level 2, you know, he can do a pretty good gank. He's going to be able to knock you up. He gets pretty good damage. Obviously, his first hit with his martial cadence is going to do percent of their current health. So, you know, whether he's ganking a lane that's full health or, you know, close to dead, he's going to do a hefty amount of damage on that first hit, plus the combo damage. So, you know, I've seen him just all over the map already. He's 2-0-1. He's been involved in 3 out of their 4 kills. You know, I think honestly Nasus needs to answer here, and that's the biggest problem. You know, the lanes are obviously losing, but you need to look for your jungler. You need to find out, you know, and they can't fall behind. That's the biggest problem. They don't want to start getting into this mindset like, okay, you know, we're behind, we're gonna lose. They need to, you know, they need to fix something right now, and I think that answer right now is Nasus. He's level 6. He can go. They did pick up Dragon. So
Seraph's just gonna get melted down by Lux mid right there.
That's just
it seems like you know, blue team here is.
Yeah, it looks like Kate might die. Oh, but she did pick up the kill. So that's pretty good, and she got a double. Yeah, so that's not actually that bad for Sivir. But Caitlyn did get the pickup on top of Sivir, so she's rushing. Build. Looks like she's probably gonna go for the Blade of the Rune King.
So? Oh, you're talking about Caitlyn. Okay.
Caitlyn, yeah. And I don't know if I would go for something like that. She has the longest range in the game, so you know, one of the best things about the Blade of the Ruined King, in my opinion, is